way. So let's just for a moment imagine that consciousness on some primordial, some very first days of existence of universe was this big crystal. So this crystal existed, or even more like a cluster of different type of crystals, existed as one. And then as the Big Bang happened, all these crystals shattered, and we beings, different type of beings, humans, non-human, whatever type of being, we all received a little part of a crystal. So each crystal has its shape, each crystal has its own molecular structure, so its own properties, its own strengths and weaknesses. And the more we look at our own crystal, the more we understand our own crystal, the more then we are able to know how we are able to fit in our crystal into the big whole picture of that primordial crystal that existed. So we all have a desire and tendency to unity, to unite with other, to unite with bigger consciousness. And at the same time, we have a desire to express our own uniqueness. And as our previous speakers have mentioned, that within our work, we all want to shine our specific individual uniqueness. And sometimes in this world that we are living right now, that is very conditioned, that is very homogenized, meaning that the language even that we use and the words that we speak are similar. The way that we behave sometimes is built on the models that our parents showed us, so we didn't know anything else, so we learned those models, right? The ways that we maybe teach, or the way that we are speaking to others, is also modeled by something we have picked up and conditioned ourselves, forgetting in a way what is really special about my own, your own crystal. What is your own uniqueness? What taste, what frequency does it carry? If it's a physical, when we talk about physicality of a crystal, each variety of a crystal has a different color and electromagnetic property to it, and we need to understand what is that crystal within you. How can you use it, share it with others, but also how can it help to empower you? So from different ancient traditions like yoga and qigong, also Reiki and other lesser known modalities, we have discovered that this informational field exists around us, but also we are an informational field. And as you could see it here on this picture, this could be a three-dimensional dynamic representation of our energy field that we are constantly carrying. Another way to think of this information field is also our immune system. When we talk about immunity, especially in 2020, we don't always understand what immunity stands for or what it means. Immunity is actually our ability of our electromagnetic field to either protect us from incoming beings, like viruses are in a way a being, a consciousness that wants to find a carrier, right? Because it wants to continue and to populate others. So it needs to find a living being that it can live on. So if our electromagnetic field, if not strengthened, if it's not thriving, then definitely it is open to the possibility of other consciousnesses to get in, to move in. So how do we protect ourselves? By diving in and finding out, how can I address my own unique needs, my own unique strengths and weaknesses? And here you'll see a diagram that it's not only this metaphysical idea. Now we can actually measure the quality of our electromagnetic field with the devices like you see right here. The device is called BioWell. The company is called BioWell, and it's a form of Kirlian photography, galvanic gas photography or photonic photography that takes a measurement of what is your energetical body is today.